There we go. Nice. Good to go. Save. Sweet. Alright. We got some nice weapons we're going to make today. Hopefully they'll come out pretty good. Let's go ahead and advertise this stream in Discord. If I can pull it up.
Toilet paper for the...
Whoa. It's funny you guys can hear everything. Whoa. I can. It's funny you get... Alright, let's put this in Crafter's Corner. Alright, I think that's probably enough time. Definitely want to grab our... So I get luck and then amazing success crafting results. You get a 4% bonus from your int. Amazing success, you definitely want that. You get the pick up another 3 from having your crafting scanner interface. Or is it called crafting scanner interface? Yep. So this... bracelet definitely helps you out a lot. So that's 7% total to roll an amazing success, which is absolutely critical to making a capped core. Alright. Let's see what we want to start with first. I'm not going to do any CR1 blast cannons today. The other day that was super... super bad. Super bad. We had these amazing capped cores, and then the final assembly was just completely crap. Let's sift through here. So we got some pistols. Got some rifles, heavy weapons. Oh, actually, let's do some battlefield weapons besides the CR1. I think I already learned the schematic. Let's take a look. Yep, okay, cool. So we need to make some one-handed melee cores. We need to make a carbine core. Actually, I think I already have a capped carbine core. And then, what else do we got? Oh, we have a Westar 34 that we need to craft up. I don't think there's any of these on the market at the moment. Let me let's run and check. I don't think there is. It's super unfortunate that some of these battlefield weapons aren't necessarily as good as the new schematics you get from Avatar Platform hard mode. I had to turn my music off because I posted this, or a video of my stream the other day to YouTube, and I got a copyright notice because all of the background Star Wars music was getting detected by YouTube's algorithm, or copyright algorithm, so flagged my video, so I have to edit all of that music out. Alright, what are we looking for? We're looking for pistol. Actually... Okay, cool. So there are no Westar 34s on the bazaar. There's no Sith swords, so that's good. And then let's look at carbines. You guys say carbines or carbines? I've always said carbines. And okay, cool. So this is good. Weapons are tricky, because not everybody wants the weapon you make. So you kind of have to craft it with a broader audience in mind. Like, who's likely going to buy the weapon? And then, like, as far as element choices and whatnot. Oh, let's, I need to go over to my little Beastmaster shop here. Pick up some more ranged crits. Good grief. Alright, let's see if we can bring most of these over. I think I burned through most of my 29s the other day. We're also going to try to roll a crit 30 and a 250 core together today, but I don't know what I want to put that in. If I want to put it in like a heavy weapon or a rifle, and my container is already full. Great. Alright, let's go drop these off. The only issue I have with ILM, well, the graphics trip me out, but the audio's great. The audio updates are great. But like with swoops and stuff, or rifles shooting, or whatever, they're all kind of the same. Like, it sounds great, but there's no real diversity. I don't know if that's something that they're going to address in a future update. I forget the guy who like manages ILM. I want to say his name's like Jake, but I could be wrong. I was keeping all these enhancers and augs in my other storage house because I've bought like 4 of those housing storage increase crates, and those things get expensive fast. Like, I think my next one is going to be like 30 or 40 mil. I forget exactly. Alright, actually let's check to see how many items are in my house. That way I don't waste my time dragging all these objects over. I have my structure management terminal like tucked away back here. I'd actually pull out some of my decor because it was blocking it, so I couldn't access it. Status? Wow. What a coincidence. That's crazy. Number of items in the building is 1250, and my maximum storage capacity is currently 1250. So let's... That's hilarious. I knew I was close. I didn't know I was that close. Good grief. Too many... I need to be more organized in here, but... Alright, so... I have 28s, which I guess I'll snag those. And then we can destroy this bag. I know some people keep bags, but because you can always use them for something later. Alright, what other crits do we have? I think I picked up all the 27s, so we can get rid of that. 26s, I guess I'll take those. Pick that up, destroy it. Let's see. Okay, so because we burned through the crit 29s the other day, because let's see, because these are all 249s, I generally don't want to pair. I guess I could pair a 28 with a 249, but I generally want to save these for like a 29, crit 29, or a crit 30. So I definitely know I don't have 29s. Okay, 247 we can destroy. Wasn't there some Senate proposal coming through soon? I don't know if it passed, but it said like we were going to get some sort of storage vendor that like we could put our resources on it. I think that's a good idea, but I don't know if that's actually gonna get passed. Because there's a lot of caveats to it. Because I think one of the reasons was it would reduce bazaar lag. Because I guess the bazaar in some way is like a database, right? I mean, it's essentially a database, and so when you search for something, you're essentially querying the database and fetching info, and it's like pulling all results unless you narrow your search. So I guess I could see that. It's more efficient. Alright, so I'm literally maxed out on items in my house, so let's just... Okay, so we need to do the Westar pistol. Actually, I have the carbine core, so let's just start with that for the Ingant. Yep. This is actually a really nice core, too. Alright, so the way you can read a weapon core is you have your crits here that you loot, you have your health augs you loot. The carbine damage mod comes from 35 and a mod bit, and then this is the big important part. So your max damage on a core needs to be at 100%, and your min needs to be 77.18 for a ranged core. There's different kinds of cores, and then this one I made acid because last time I made an Uber carbine with heat, people were like, "Why didn't you make it acid?" But generally speaking, you can't win. You choose heat, people are like, "Why didn't you do acid?" You choose acid, people are like, "Why didn't you do heat?" You do cold, then nobody says anything. Alright. Let's find our carbine list here. So let's start with this bad boy. This is nice. I didn't actually have to make the core before, like right now. I already had it sitting waiting. Alright, so this goes in. Then we got to put in duralloy steel, Camrus iron, and get our polymer, all of which are capped resources. And then all of our scopes, barrels, stocks. And then now we got to check our buffs. Make sure you got your exotics going. Oh, let's see, 1 second here. Alright. There's a guy needing a weapon made. Actually, 1 second. Before I assemble this, let me message this guy since I'm making weapons. He'd appreciate that. Streaming now and can make your weapon. Alright, so double check our buffs. Imp buff check. Bespin port. Bespin port? Come on. There we go. Bespin port check. Pups. I use 2 assembly pups. Sorry, 2 luck pups and an assembly power up. Alright. So, again, debatable. Does luck actually impact crafting? We know it does to an extent. Does it impact crafting like when you like go nuts on it? Like right now I have 1135. It could be way higher than that because there's so many buffs I don't use. I know some people, they try to get up to like 2000 and it's just like, does it really matter? And I don't know. Just get on with it. All right. All right, let's pop our shard. Here we go. It's the foreplay, man. It's like leading up. All right, this is not what I want to see. I don't want an amazing on the assembly. We want an amazing right here. All right, so we're gonna drop 8 points in the max, and and we're going to run this, so we have to hit an amazing, which we did not, because, you know, RNGesus. So we're going to drop the next 2 points back in the max. And then this is just how it is. So hopefully we'll hit an amazing here. And okay, cool. So 1181, that's pretty good for an in-gain. It's sometimes hard to hit. 1183 is the cap. So that came out pretty good. Your Night Sister Energy Lance? If you need it made, man, of course. Alright, so that's down. So 54 seconds on that. So now we need to start actually making some cores. So let's focus on pistol cores. I don't think I have any. Actually, let's do the one-handed Sith sword, since I already have these mods made. Let's see what else I got here. Alright, man, thanks for stopping in, Rash. It's always, I feel like I've been graced by, I would say like the Queen of England, but if you're British, people are like, and I would say like graced by the President of the United States, but she might be like, so I don't even know what to say. How about that? Alright, with this, we are definitely using a melee crit 30 and a melee health 250. Wouldn't be the first time I've been called a queen. Oh boy. See you later, man. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Drop a follow if you are so inclined. Don't have to, though. Alright. Let's go. Let's make some melee cores. My Shard of Retaliation is going to run out. Thanks for Rash. Appreciate it, man. You're awesome. Alright. Crit 30, health 250. We're doing one-handed melee damage. With melee weapons, I generally try to just use cold. I know it gets boring, but you can go heat. It's just cold since it's the proc lasts for a while. It's melee weapons hit slow, right? So they're high DPS, but usually like, I know if like you're playing officer, the special, the melee specials you have are like slow firing. Jedi is obviously an exception, but I generally try to make them with cold because you have a longer, a bigger window to use those specials, because those specials will be on a longer cooldown. Alright, so we got this going, so let's roll this. This is good so far. Let's experiment. Alright, so we're gonna again drop 8 points in the max. We have to hit an amazing here. This is like the screen. I wish this drives me nuts after you put the like level indicator up. It's like, yes, I know I'm making a level 90 weapon. Alright, let's pray to God. Alright, so this core is gonna be garbage. Oh man. It's just, yeah. So I'm definitely not gonna use this in the Sith sword. Just because you want your core min damage to be around 77%. Hey man, start playing Star Wars Galaxies again after 3 years. That's a long time. I guess we all had a long time off, right? When it like died. Played the game when I was a kid and never realized how much goes into the whole crafting process. Yeah, man. You know, I think we had this discussion earlier, but a lot of people, like if you were going to stream Star Wars Galaxies, my assumption would be most people feel like they need to stream combat, which I do here and there, but Like, there's so much more to this game. Try to make weapon crafting interesting, but it's really like anything in the game can be interesting so long as you're trying to be interactive. All right, let's roll another core and hope it doesn't fail. So we're going to put in another 250, another 30, another one-handed melee damage. We got all these bad boys. We'll put in, where's cold? All right, cold, cool. All right, let's roll this again. Hopefully we get better luck this time. All right, again, dropping 8 points in the max. And then we're going to run it. Hopefully no great success. Oh my god. This is, I feel like my luck overall, like I try to make pets on the side as well. Man, these guys who like hit mutations, it seems all the time. It's just like, man, they're dedicated. All right, again, this core is complete garbage. It's not bad. Like, I'll throw it in just whatever. Some of you'll have a nice little melee weapon, but we can't use it in the battlefield weapon. Hey, would you say melee cores are more often capped compared to range? That's a really good question. I've started crafting weapons back on live. It does seem like melee cores do cap more than ranged, but I can't verify it because I haven't been like recording my results, but it does seem like they do. Okay, so I have another melee set, but I have to make another mod bit. Yeah, it's tough to measure stuff in Galaxies. Like, I know there's a way you can pull your combat log, or not combat log, but just your log. And I think there's programs that can parse through the strings, and then you could, in theory, export that into like a spreadsheet program like Excel, and then see if there's any sort of correlation between, because like my log here, I'm getting an amazing. I don't know how I'd filter it though. I guess I'd have to make different sheets for different cores. But yeah, long story short, it does seem like they cap more than ranged. And it's funny too, on ranged cores, I feel like I never cap rifle cores. Like, if I put a freaking rifle mod into a range core, man, I've made so many rifle cores trying to cap them. Like, I think heavy weapon cores cap more, but again, I don't have hard numbers. It's just a general gut feeling. Okay, what are we doing here? I need one-handed damage mods, which I gotta look up the combo for real quick, because I don't remember off the top of my head. There's a lot of junk loot combos that I do remember, I just don't remember one-handed melee damage. Thank God for this guy that runs the junkyard, or swgjunkyard.com. Like, it's great. He also, I don't know if anybody uses that website to get junk loot combos, but he just added a Chugon Dar section. I think it's new. So you can see like what combos of glowies make what. Really nice. Okay, let's see what we got here. Too much junk loot, man. I swear. I need... too much. Let's try a circuit and I think I have an untuned circuit and a power power converter. Bam. All right, we're in business. So I think I only have one more health 250. Okay, and so I'm going to need to snag another crit 30. If this does not cap, I will need to snag another crit 30. So let's make 2 of them. And who's messaging me? Okay, cool. Does the crit 30 AUG go into the crafting of the core or the weapon itself? It goes into the weapon itself, or sorry, it goes into the core. So I'll show you right now. So we're going to launch our crafting tool. And then first I got to create a weapon power bit. Then we'll put in our power bit and mod. So I'm assembling this, right? Okay, while that's cooking, we're gonna, yeah, there's a lot of confusion around the weapon crafting process, but you have to make these cores first. So we create the core. So let's go. So here's your melee core, and then see here we got the crit 30 and health 250. These things are looted, and then there's my mod bit that just popped out. So you notice there's slots for all these. So this goes in here. So these are fused in to the core, and then you put your resources in. Pick your element that people will always complain about later, that you didn't choose the element that they wanted. Oh, all right. What's up, A-Core? Are you in chat, Twitch chat right now, watching, just out of curiosity? It's possible you're not. All right, so we're gonna experiment now. We're gonna run the 8 points on top. Oh, let's get our system message window up. Oh boy, here we go. This is the gamble. Run experiment. Yes, we know it's a level 90. All right, cool. All right, we got an amazing. We need one more though. So 4 points. Oh, Solly's gonna kill me. So you can drop another point here. It doesn't really matter. This is gonna be maxed out to 100% anyway. So I still have 4 left over. It's just a habit, I guess. So we're gonna drop the last 4 here. Oh, God. So this is still not capped. So we'll try one more time on a melee core. If it doesn't cap, we'll just move on to pistol cores. That's super unfortunate. That core is like almost perfect, but it's not perfect enough. Yeah, I just started getting into crafting and SWG Legends. I more or less understand, though, it's not as complicated as I thought it was when I was a kid. Yeah, it's just like pattern repetition too, right? Oh, this is the Lavin Rocks. Oh, shit. One second. So we need to ask him. So, okay, so like, this is actually a good example. So customer gives me stuff. Can you bake healing potency into it? Yes. He only gave me attempts for 1 core, which might be a problem. So as you saw, I made multiple cores and I didn't cap a single one, so this might not cap for him. You don't use cake for assembly and best support. But I think it's either or, right? Well, I guess you can have food and drink. No, again, it just I don't use Pyrolean cake just because I already have enough assembly. Like I just ask people, like, if you can demonstrate to me, like with numbers, that it increases my chance of getting a better core, then yeah, I'll do it. But I've never seen statistically significant increase in my chances of getting a better core using Pyrolean cake. All right, let me message a core. Yeah, he wants healing potency. Let's just do this. I'll talk to him after the fact. And I gotta look up the combo for healing potency. Healing potency is a defensive stat, which is interesting. Alright, so we can do ID chip. Do I have that? Let's close out some of these windows. ID chip. Let me look over here. Okay, we got ID chip and then clothing repair device. I think I had it back over here. I guess this is why people put junk loot on their vendors, so they can just like type it in and just pull it up and then pull it off their vendor. I should probably actually do that. I'm not that sophisticated. Ausugn, thank you for the follow. I have no idea if I butchered your name. I probably did. Sorry. Thank you for the follow, though. Yeah, it is a really good idea. There's a lot of really good ideas. It's like, oh, I could be really organized if I do X, Y, or Z, and then you end up not doing it, and you're like, oh. Yeah, and then like you're just stuck like in like a forever cycle of being disorganized. Because like it takes that initial energy to like list it, you know, create the vendor and list it. All right, Acor's probably like, dude, why are you taking so long, man? All right, so let's make the weapon power bit because we kind of have to. Oh, we need to ask him what element. What element? Sorry if I'm like breathing into my mic too. I'm like, me and my girlfriend live next to a field, and I've had like a congested nose for like the last 3 months. Khajiit Hero, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Alright, acid. Alright, we're doing acid. See, you don't have to put cold every time in melee weapons, but alright, so you know the irony. This is totally gonna happen. I pray it does happen. We're gonna cap this core, and I'm gonna be like upset because like you saw me like biff on 3 cores before this, and then he comes in and then gets cap core, but hopefully I don't jinx myself, right? All right, he wants acid. We got healing potency on there. All right, here we go. Let me drop my YT13 familiar. Hey, this is your character, Rorash? I'm so dumb. This is you, right? It's just like, I guess you guys have different handles, right? That's why I don't like pay attention to. No, it's not me. Okay. I just assumed it was. All right. I don't know who's who anymore. As you see, I just like stay in my house and don't come out. That's why I'm wearing Mando armor and it's white, because I just don't get a tan, you know. Just hide from people. All right, let's do this. All right, everybody wish Acor good luck, because this Lava Rocks is pretty sweet. All right, 8 points in the max. Here we go. Running. Neat and amazing. Whew. Yes. All right. One more. All right, let's go ahead and drop the last point in the max. Okay, that's good. I like seeing a great there because maybe it might increase my chances hitting an amazing here. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck. Sorry, the F word. Now we have to deliver the news, so we have to tell him. We got a core that is almost perfect, but not perfect. It will drop the DPS down by about 10 points if we use it. Do you want to round up more stuff for another go? Or do you want to use this core? So you notice, for those of you who have no idea how weapon crafting works, the schematic just sits there until you're ready. So you can craft an infinite amount of cores before you actually put it in the schematic. So I just gotta, he says, fuck it, use it. All right, that's decision making 101 right there. I'm medic, so DPS isn't a biggie. That's fair. Okie doke. I don't know why I said okie doke and typed it, but I did. All right, this is actually I don't know if all of you watching right now, this is like a really sweet pole arm. Super sweet. So I got the okay. I'd never consume a schematic until they tell me it's all right, because that would be just really bad. But this pole arm is really sweet. So yeah, it's got that yellow. Yeah, really, really cool. So this I don't craft these obviously all the time because they're super rare, but we're gonna do carbonate steel. I just gotta make sure I got the right capped resources before I go popping the symbol button here. So this needs carbonate steel. Pretty sure. Let me just double check. I need to check caps on this. Lavin rocks. Okay, so I got. Oh no, I definitely do not have. Oh, here we go. Wait. I need carbywodite. And I need thallium copper. So I don't have that in my inventory. It's probably right here somewhere. I definitely have those two. Again, this goes back to being organized. Okay, carbywodite. And then we need thallium copper. It's called Aereo. The resource names are about as hard to pronounce as y'all's names. Alright, let's do this. Oh, let's say, do you want it named something other than its default name? Maybe. Maybe we might get a response. Add acres. Acres. Okay, sure. The only reason I ask stuff like that is because some people like literally want it named like my baby doll or something. I've had some people want their stuff named some weird stuff. I'm not going to say the names of everything, but let's just say it's probably not PG. Alright, and I need fiberplast, Aslan. Aslan, there you go. Aslan. Literally can't make this up. Alright, let's do this. So let's check our pups. We got everything going good. Let's assemble this bad boy. Let me check if there's a dev watching this. Socket issue. Okay, there's my weapon assembly, 192. This should more than guarantee a socket. Alright, assemble. Avengers Assemble. Okay, we got a socket. Alright. So, this is not going to cap, but we still want to hit amazings. So, let's drop the 8. Of course we get an amazing on a non-capped schematic. Come on, give me another amazing. Alright, great, it's fine. Whatever. Alright, and so we got 1207 DPS. That's a really nice pole arm. He's a medic. It's sweet looking. It's gonna match his armor. So okay, he wanted it. A-Cores, Lavenrock's Sith pole arm. Let me just double check. You definitely don't want me crafting weapons when I'm drunk, because then, yeah. And also, if you don't know how to spell. Okay, just double checking. I'm like paranoid. All right, so that was nice. Lavenrock's are sweet. Out of curiosity, what do you charge for a craft? Melee weapons are 2 mil, and then ranged weapons are 3 mil. And my reasoning for the prices is I want the price high enough that it would discourage somebody. I know that sounds like really kind of dickish, but it's totally true. If I charged like 250K for a craft, this is all I'd be doing all day. So at some point I want to play the game. So and I don't want to make it too expensive. At one point I made this pricing guide that was just, not gonna lie, kind of ridiculous now I think about it. But like I was getting nobody. There was like, screw that. Like I'm just gonna make a weaponsmith myself. This is not vodka, it's water. Alright, so 2 mil. Whoa. Is it going? Alright, so we're going to give him back the cores. Actually, no, he only gave me 1 core, didn't he? Yep, okay. Oh, he tipped me in a mil. Woo. Oh my god, I cannot type. And I didn't mean to sit down either. This is getting kind of gay really fast. Just kidding, man. Hey Corey, if you're watching this stream, I'm curious. People, I always point this out. It always comes up when people get weapons made for me. Do you see his necklace? Like, you can buy jewelry that hides your necklaces. So I don't know if you're. I'm not going to type that. I'm just going to assume you're here. I do not have a crafting pet for the sole reason it's essentially useless. Gives you extra assembly, which is fine, but well, of course it does give you more experimentation, but it's capped. Okay, so you are here listening. I figured you were, but I figured I'd double communicate with you, right? Like, type in chat as well as here. The crafting monkey, as it were. So you get, let me pull it up here. It's called a helper monkey, right? Helper monkey. So it's a 15-minute buff that I've been trying to make one more of those rare squactles. Nice. So the buff gives you +2 to armor and weapon experimentation, and then it gives you +5 to weapon assembly and weapon or armor assembly as well. So the I guess to me, the reason it's worthless is because even though you're getting more experimentation, the game still caps you. You don't actually get those points. All right, see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by. So, yeah, you're only ever going to have 13 points of experimentation. It does hard cap. So, like, well, I'm going to make another core here, and I'll show you. But the assembly might... I mean, Legends lately, like, weaponsmiths have been making weapons and then not achieving a socket. It actually happened to me about a little over a month ago. So, like, now I'm paranoid. So, like, now I might have an incentive to, like, do the helper monkey. And maybe I shouldn't just, like, say this, but whatever. I'm streaming, right? I might do the helper monkey just to say that I have it. You know what I mean? Because it makes people think you're doing everything possible to cap their weapon, when in reality you actually have, like, no control over it. I guess you have control to an extent. Like, you need to use cap resources, that sort of thing. But alright. So we biffed on some cores earlier. I'm not going to use them in the Sith sword. Let me run real quick because I have a health 250. I think I just need a melee crit 30. First of all, I'm going to look. I forgot to check my vendor today to see. I think I picked up all my stuff. All right, no offers. Let me let's run real quick, see if there's a melee crit 30 on the bazaar. And if there is, we'll snag it. So that way I could try one more time to make this sword. But do you guys ever feel like when there's, like, people standing around, like, bazaar, like to be polite and, like, excuse me, like, you find the space? Am I the only one that does this? Like, okay, like, I feel good in this space, like, or I could be, like, super weird, like, get right up on this dude. Is that weird? I'm feeling kind of weird. It's starting to get a little awkward, don't you? Like, feels awkward. I guess that's how roleplay starts, right? Like, you just... That's how you start your story. Leads to that unity ring later. I mean, look at this guy. All right. What are we looking for? We're looking for a melee crit 30. I feel like Mos Eisley is, like, try to avoid it. Though there's who was a Tuck the other day told me, he was like, dude, you need to start doing auction searches for stuff. And I was like, dude, I don't play the game, man. I don't know what that stuff is. But sure enough, there's a lot of stuff on the Mos Eisley Bazaar that it's a really good price. Okay, and melee. Okay, the 1.5 mil's fine for a crit 30. Let's check. Let's take our friend Tuck's advice and, like, no, definitely it was already 2.5 mil. Okay, let's snag one of these real quick. You guys get to watch some amazing interplanetary travel, or I guess interstellar travel, yes, because we might be going to different planets. I'm just scrolling randomly here. People who put their cores up don't understand the potential value of them. People that get into weaponsmithing, they'll make cores. Oh, Demons, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Demons. Gotta pronounce those double Z's. What was I saying? Oh, cores people make. People will start doing weaponsmith. Yeah, you're welcome, man. People will start doing weaponsmith, and then they don't cap the core, and they're like, oh well, this is nonsense, and they'll throw it up on their vendor for like $1 million, which is fine. I like that because then I'll go buy it. But you could totally throw this core. This has been sitting here for so long. This is a good core. It's not perfect, but it would drop the DPS of a weapon down by maybe 12 or 15 points. But for $1 million, for that, sure, I won't put it in a battlefield weapon, but that's definitely worth more than $1 million. Anyway, so it looks like we're going to be spending 1.5 mil for one of these. Let's go to the beautiful planet of Naboo. Which, by the way, if you don't live on lock, what are you doing with your life? I love just being able to ITV right here. So I'm going to warp back to my shop, which my ITV is actually set slightly. There's my shop, but we're going to... Pistols, aka Fish Trap, has this. Whoa. Oh, by the way, since I'm here, this has a bunch of AT heads. He wanted me to design a Stargate. So this is actually... I'm actually really into interior design. It kind of goes in spurts, right? So I'll get an itch and it's design and do something for 2 weeks, and then I'll just get burned out because moving small objects in a game is just painful. But the idea was to create a Stargate, right? So the idea was you walk in. So this I don't know if you guys have ever seen Stargate, but I was trying to make gun emplacements, but you basically would walk through the Stargate, right? And then on the other side, this all in here is going to be jungle, just everywhere jungle, and stuff's growing on the AT heads, and the idea was that it would warp you. I just have to build the back of the Stargate, and it's just it's a lot of work. Kind of gave it up for the time being, but all right, we need to go to Naboo, right? So we have a Pico boss, AT head. So today I was at Walmart because I did buy groceries for dinner, and I was because I usually have some afternoon coffee, and today I was I haven't had a Red Bull in forever, so I bought a sugar-free Red Bull, and you haven't had an energy drink in a while, and you have one of those, whoo, yeah, it definitely gives you wings. All right, we need to go to, oh my god, this is the only downside with the ITVing with the AT head, this vendor. Now I have to go back to Theed, and it's I could have just gone to Theed in the first place. Alas. I picked up an acidic Paragon with 30 crit, 1 pole arm damage, health 245 for 1 mil, because I guess he thought lower DPS made it worthless. It's 1204 DPS, which I feel it doesn't warrant the massive price drop. It doesn't. That's a really good that's a really good pickup. Yeah, I think cap on the acidic Paragon's 1214. So yeah, 10 points off. The core we made earlier, I don't have it on me right now, but the min percent was 74. Totally worth it. Good find. You're it was one of your weapons, Ryban. What? Give it back to me, man. You're yeah, I picked up this amazing weapon off of this dude's vendor for nothing. It's yeah, it was mine. But again, I think it just comes back to being informed about how weaponsmiths works, which is partly one reason I started doing this stream. Of course, then you get to, you know, the downtime of like between making weapons, like I call it like grocery shopping, because this is essentially grocery shopping, except there's no Walmart. It's just everywhere. Ethiid? Huh. You know, that's possible, man. I have done that. I try to be super careful, but I've definitely missed or made a typo on numbers. But and then I will double check. Also, those of you that don't know this, pro tip: if you go into your options, go miscellaneous, scroll all the way down, your currency format here, if you switch this to comma delimited, it will save your life. It's so much easier to read. And I think part of the reason why I made those mistakes earlier is because I didn't have it in comma delimited, because I think default is not comma delimited. And I was watching, there's another Star Wars Galaxies streamer, his name's Legends. I think he streams the emulator, well, SWG Emu, right, which is pre-CU. And all of his credits were not comma delimited, and I was like, dude, like, did you not know you could do this? And so he went into his options to change it, and it wasn't there. So I think the comma delimited is an NGE thing. So all right. Yeah, I mean, pure proof, right? Like, he tried to change his settings and just wasn't there, and I was just like, dude, terrible, man. Like, NGE is better, man. What am I looking for here? Oh, he's got two of them. Let's grab both of them. Why not?
Transmission.
I missed the glory days of Terracosti Master and all that nonsense. It's not nonsense to a lot of people, though, because I'm pretty sure he gets more viewers than me. But I haven't been streaming as long as he has. He's a good guy. Alright, so we got the crit 30, so let's go back. You're like, Ryban, I thought this was a weapon crafting stream. Yes. Oh, by the way, like I said, I was talking earlier about the ILM. Like, I don't know if you can hear this. All speeders sound like that. And it's great. Like, it's a cool sound. Like, it's sweet. I guess maybe the Sith speeder is its own thing, but it'd be nice if there was some sort of differentiation between, like, gun sounds and swoop sounds. But every time I have a good idea about some change, like, it always kind of gets shot down, so I just don't propose anything. Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to put this in my house, am I? No, I am. Okay, cool. Earlier we were at cap as far as objects in my house. Alright. So we're going to do one more melee core. I hope this caps. Thanks for stopping in, man. Sorry your pole arm didn't cap, man. It's a great pole arm, but like I said, if you're medicing, it's still a great weapon. DPS is such an overrated stat in the game. Alright. We need a 35. Alright, so we're back in the room. I need to refresh my power-ups. I always pop Favor of the Elders because it looks so cool. So making weapon power a bit. I think my neighbor just started up his lawnmower. So if there's background noise, I am sorry. Alright, we're going to roll this melee core here with our newly acquired crit 30 and health 250. And then when we don't cap this, I'll cry on stream. And that will be the end of my streaming career. Alright. I think I have a car gum. Which, by the way, if you're a crafter, like, I have a stack of a car gum. That movement modifier, pff, it's like so handy getting around. Alright, let's pop Shard of Retaliation. And so I'm at 1226 luck when I craft. Again, I don't think it's necessary to go, like, try to get around like 2000 luck. Alright. Let's do this. Level 90. You guys are just here to watch, like, me, like, cry if this doesn't... I'm, like, scared now. Oh, what? What the hell? Oh my god. What happened? How did that happen? Oh my god. That's a crafting fail. I've never done that. Distracted streaming. Jeez. Welp. Clip that. Do you want weapons made by Ryban? Probably not. Ooh. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never done that before. I don't know what I pushed. There's no way to go back, is there? This is quintessential SWG, right? I'm going to probably roll an amazing, like double amazings, right? It's fucking stupid shit. Oh, I have a headache now. Not really. Holy shit. This is bad. That's like really bad. Hey kids, you want to learn about weapons with Ryban? Come on down. Oh wait, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even want to roll this because it's going to be an amazing. Oh man. Hey Google, how do I uninstall Star Wars Galaxies? You know, the insult to injury there too is like we literally took time to like run and get that crit 30 because I had one because I had one left. Welp. There you go. That's see, man, I have no words. I'm gonna keep this core. I'm gonna like, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was thinking that. I was like, I should just keep it, like, mount it. So, like, I got crafting, or interior design macros. Well, it's got to come out of the fold. Oh, my God. Like, how did that happen? I did not even, see, it's the stream, like, totally distracted. I generally check to make sure that I always have those in. I don't know how I unequipped it. I generally, I look on my toolbar. I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, you can see that slots 8, 9, and 0, you have the little it's highlighted with the stroke. Put it on the chair and sit on it, right? Ooh. You know, the problem though is I have to upload this to YouTube later, and they make you say, like, is this content for children? Definitely not. Definitely not. Terrible. Who would ever have me? Dude, just think. Holy crap. Acor, he dodged a bullet. He dodged a bullet. That could have been bad. Like, oh shit, man. I'm stream making your fucking the rarest pole arm in the game. God. Terrible. I'm gonna start making I don't know. Try to make capped milk as a chef. Decided. But why? Yep. Okay, so like this is what do you do in like Japanese culture? Like you have to like you know you like fall on your sword. Right? So maybe I just need to like kill myself, right? Just oh that looks super inappropriate. And just like log out right here. Yeah. That's I just realized how actually ridiculously big a melee core is. Like that's going into a tiny ass one-handed weapon. Just kind of like, okay. Well, we'll just leave that there. My cat is like, she has come to comfort me. It's my cat. This is Dharma, by the way. Yeah. I've had her for like 11 years. She's getting older. But she wants up on my desk. Alright. Yes, cat. Just think what went into your knife. Yes, kitty. Right? Yeah, this little tiny, yeah. Oh, the irony, right? And this is the I didn't have my knife equipped either. So all right. What do we want to make next, boys and girls? Let's do some pistol cores that what's funny is when you typed 12 points question mark, I literally thought I thought you were like referring back to the helper monkey or something, like, oh, and then I realized how much I had like screwed up. Terrible. Alright, I need pistol damage mods. I'm not going to do rifles. Rifles are a pain in the butt to cap. Dude, it's real, man. Like switching exotics, man. It's a thing. Yeah, because I actually have 3 sets. I have my Beastmaster suit, right? PB2906, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I'm getting really close to 50 followers, right? I think if you get 50 followers, you become an affiliate. I don't know what that means. Maybe they'll, I don't know what that means. I guess people can sub to you or something, but I'm getting close. I didn't realize. I just did this just for fun, but I guess now I've locked myself into a lifelong career, right? Test your might 9th. Thanks, guys, for the follow. If you like what you're seeing, I mean, if you like watching me, server best weaponsmith, crafting without their exotics on, just hit that follow button for more quality content. All right. So if I remember correctly, hyperdrive unit and a Mark 1 circuit board will make pistol damage. Okay, cool. Let's run 3 cores back. Dharma, I gotta move you, Dharma. Come on. Yep, okay. I have like a little, like a I don't know what you call a step stool ish. Like she jumps up on, because she always like wants to be on my desk. So I'm about to put together a weaponsmith suit. Just need weapon assembly and experimentation, right? Yeah, I would recommend throwing in luck, getting it baked into. That's just my personal opinion. You don't necessarily have to do that though. But your exotics don't really do you any good when they're not equipped, right? Yeah. How much evidence is there that luck affects crafting outcome? Okay, so there's two levels to this, right? You have to have some sort of faith in people that can read the code or have access to it. I don't have access to it. I guess you can. It's open source, right? I could look at it. I know like Python. I know SQL. I think Star Wars Galaxies was written in like C++ and could be wrong. Maybe C. Hey, Strong One, thanks for the follow, man. I really, really appreciate that. I should stop calling people man. It's just a habit. I was raised in California, so like everybody was called man. Like you'd shake a woman's hand and you'd be like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" Yeah. Nowadays, I don't know if that's so cool. I've done it a couple times, and I'm not friends with that person now. Okay, sorry. Going back. Evidence for luck. We know for a fact it is in there. And again, when I say for a fact, I'm just believing people that can read the code. But it, I think 450 luck is impacts your crafting rolls. After that, it's a matter of interpretation. In my philosophy behind your luck is it's like when I pop pups and whatnot, it's especially in front of a customer, that's having me craft their weapon. It's showing that I'm trying to do everything possible, so to like make their weapon the best I can. So it's like if I couldn't, because a lot of people believe, having a ton of luck somehow gives you perfect rolls, and that's not true. But it's the idea that you're trying, right? So that's why I recommend luck. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, we got weapon power bits. Oh, I need augs and stuff. So let's roll 3 cores. I play some now, but when I was REing, all I did... Who was it the other day? Was like, what if somebody streamed making 35s? And like, on the one hand, sure, it's funny, right? Like, how insanely tedious would that be to work? Oh, you did? Okay, I mean, yeah, all power to you. I guess the thing is, like, there's the teaching aspect, right? Like, people want to learn, but then there's also like, holy crap. Alright, let's roll these 28s with 13 points of experimentation. $300 bits in an hour. Holy... What? I guess I'd have to see that. What augs do we want to use? So maybe, do I have 247s? Let's do, I kind of want 247s. I think I burned them all up the other day. So let's do 246. That's fine. I know for a fact that there are programs that exist that can help you click through RE. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just saying like it's there. I don't personally use them because I don't want to RE, but I'd say grinding 35s is one of the few exceptions I would literally consider exploiting, because it's such a tedious thing to do. All right, I'm like sitting here staring at my screen, just like I think I'm still in shock from earlier. Yeah. All right. Get our correct resources here. It is 100%. Speaking of exploiting, I don't really know anything about exploiting, to be honest. I know it's possible, it's just the means by which you do it. There's a game, man, a long time ago, I was like starting college, and it was called Gunbound. It was a game called Gunbound, but you know, you'd shoot. It's like you'd be on a map and then you shoot across and try to kill each other. It was really fun. But that game, I actually bought a program that would like draw the line for you, and like you'd kill people. So that's the only game I've ever exploited. Okay, cool. We got a great success. So this core is garbage. Now that we have our maximum, you know what? I think we've stumbled across some like very key insight here. It's if you craft with 12 points of experimentation, you will more than likely get a capped core. So I never learned about exploiting on live or in any emu of SWG. I saw people getting banned all the time for that stuff. I hate PvP explorers. That's good enough for me to never exploit. There was a guy I was talking to. His name is JDax. Well, that's his handle's name. The guy's literally named JDax in real life. But he was explaining how a lot of people do stuff. Again, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone, but there's some creative stuff out there. Like, it's like you have to dedicate time to trying to figure out how to exploit stuff. And then it comes back to, for me, like, why? Like, this game's, what, it's pushing 20 years. Like, I still enjoy playing this, but I just don't have a desire to exploit just because of the time involvement. But there's that temptation, though. I mean, that's why people do it. You know, if you can, you know, you're in PvP and you can start up a third-party program that gives you more movement, more crit, more defense, like, why not? But then again, it's like, then can you actually play the game? It's like once you cheat at a game, then like, can you really play the game in the same way again? Yay! We got an amazing. Come on, we just need one more. I don't know if this is gonna be an amazing because you know. Okay, all right, yay! We can make the pistol now. Wow, I got triple amazes. I didn't need an amazing there, but that's fine. There used to be an exploit where you could loot the weapons of Storyteller Gold Elites, which had DPS values of like 8k. There was a spy of Live that got busted for it. So, I'm trying to reread your sentence. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of people used to crash the server by you get a bunch of Storyteller tokens and then spawn them all in an area, and it would crash the area. Sometimes it would end up crashing the entire server. I think that one's pretty well known, but I don't know of any other major exploits other than just, you know, people running third-party programs. All right, let's get this Westar 34 going. More than likely, this pistol will cap just because of the nature of pistol DPS and how it's calculated. So that's nice, but we need to get the right resources going. You need to be on next level to come up with, yeah, dude. And part of it is these people have like a tech background and possibly coding or whatnot that gives them some sort of insight. They see something happen in the game that they're like, oh, that's interesting. I don't think that should be working like that. Let me exploit it. The good old days of the BM pets that would one-shot bosses and players. Ooh, interesting. All right. Making sure we're throwing in this cap core. Let's make sure that we got our exotics on. All right, cool. Which, by the way, I have no problem sharing my bank account info. I'm actually not as rich as you guys think I am. But, yeah. It's because I spend all my credits buying third-party programs. Got our pups. This is one of my favorite. Actually, you know what? I must say, this is probably one of my favorite guns, with a caveat. When I first I had started playing the game, somebody had this gun, and I didn't see. Oh my god! I didn't see the gun. I just heard the gun, and I was like, "Holy crap! That's Django's gun." Is this actually? Am I gonna get fucked here? Okay, cool. Yeah, see, it comes out 1165 anyway. But yeah, this gun's, I love it. But the thing I love about it is also the thing I hate about it, like just the rapid, like. I'm not even gonna do it. Did that sound like it? That's pretty good, right? But yeah, just hearing it all the time just kind of got old. They do need to boost the stats up for sure. Like, I think battlefield weapons should be some of the highest DPS guns in the game, and now they're not. Thank you, Avatar hard mode. Trando hunting rifle is my absolute favorite. That is also a sweet gun. I'm glad it got a buff, because I think it's one of the sweetest guns in the game. For sure. It kind of looks like, what is it? The old, like, maybe like Daisy. Is it Daisy? What, the Christmas Story? Like the kid shoots his eye out. One of the Red Ryder something air rifle, but like it has the. Let me just pull it up. You can see I'm very good at describing things. What am I doing here? Oh, here we go. Yeah. I love this. I don't actually know a lot about guns, like in real life. Like I don't know how they work. Like if you handed me a gun, so maybe I should do this. I should go down to like a local gun store, and then like kind of like one up the cashier. Just be like, actually, man, this was made with a crit 30, right? Can I see it? Yeah. So if you notice here, like, yeah, its DPS is probably going to be pretty low. I'd probably get shot doing that. But I literally don't know much about guns in real life. But this is, yeah, definitely a sweet gun. Why did I run down here? Oh, I got to list it. Thanks for watching my stream. I try to talk about many different things. A Ruger 22. All right, so a question I get a lot is, right, man, why are you so expensive? Sorry. And also, people will send me screenshots all the time, like saying, like, how much would you list this rifle or this carbine at or whatever? So I'll kind of walk you through how I price stuff and just go from there. So starting from the top, so this combination right here, 28, 247, obviously that's fairly close to getting perfect, so this is good. And then, like I said, element type doesn't necessarily matter. The cap for this gun is 1183, so we missed. This gun is very tough to cap. So overall, so the schematic I paid 30 mil for. Thank you, Petey, for that. The combination of all these together, obviously I want to make my money back, right? So we have to start at 30 mil. The crits and augs, I would bump another 10 mil from that, right? So now we're at 40 mil. And then it's almost perfect, so I would probably do another 10 to 15 mil. And then whenever I list something immediately, I always put that another bump in cash. That doesn't fucking make sense at all. I put another premium on it because somebody might see it listed and then they're like, ooh, I definitely want that, and they'll race for it. So you get that. A lot of people tell me the reason they buy weapons is out of impulse. And I actually have a lot of data to back that up, surprisingly. Very few people actually take time to say, okay, I want this weapon made with this stuff, and then get it custom made. A lot of people see stuff and they're just like, oh my god, that's amazing, and they like run over and buy it. So we want to capitalize on that. So there's also none on the bazaar at the moment. So I think all in all, I'm probably going to start this out at 59 mil. I usually, I'm giving away all my secrets. I usually don't list this at 60 because of the psychological reason of, you think you're getting it cheaper. Like if you sell a house or buy a house, like very rarely it's going to say like, this house is worth $200,000. Like it's more than likely going to be listed at like 199. I once went on a bender of buying CR1s for literally no reason, like deconstructed or like recrafted ones, or just like the skin. I'm curious. That is curious. Crafted. Okay, yeah. Man, not to, get your hopes up, but CR1s are actually not able to be capped at the moment. So eventually we will get a new spawn of link steel aluminum that will boost heavy weapon cores, and then because a CR1 will cap at 1403 DPS. So a lot of these you see that are 1380 or 1398 are not actually, they're capped for the moment, but they're not capped as far as like the potential cap. All right, and then this one, kind of same thing. There's none on the bazaar at the moment, so I'm just going to list it at 59. Like I said, I need to make back my 30, right? At least that. So, all right, let's make a couple more, and then how long? I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I've been trying to stream more, but it's kind of, I have to like, I appreciate you guys watching. I just have to advertise when I stream, because even though a lot of people follow you, they don't necessarily like watch you per se. Like I don't. Like all the streamers that I kind of follow, I generally have to like catch them on YouTube later. So I started a YouTube channel, and who knows, I've never really messed with YouTube in real life, but yeah. But it's pretty awesome you guys are hanging out. Is there anything anybody wants me to craft? Because I was just gonna hammer out. Well, we don't want to. We're gonna pass on the Sith sword for now because I didn't get any, amazing, one-handed melee cores. I'll have to come back to that. What tunes are like the names of my combat tunes, or just like what other combat professions do I have? Is that what you're asking? because I have my BH, and then I Ryban my main. He's kind of, I switch him up all the time, but at the moment he's Spy because I was farming the Death Watch bunker. Which, by the way, if you need money, now's a really good time to farm the Death Watch bunker because liquid prices are insane right now. They're 30 mil or more for a liquid. I know people say they're buying liquids at 25 mil, but I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, does anyone have, and if you're going to farm the Death Watch bunker, like, I'm just going to save you a lot of time. Just, I hate Spy personally, but, or let me rephrase. I used to hate Spy. I never played it at all. And then back in like March, April, I was like, I'm going to start farming the Death Watch bunker because I want Mando. And I would get down in there on my Jedi. That was a mistake. Like, Spies are king. Because, one, you can just go wherever you want. You're not going to draw aggro. And then if you're melee Spy, you can literally get right on top of the mob and just burst it, cloak, run to the next point, get on top of it, burst it. And you'll learn the spawns. But yeah, if you're gonna farm Death Watch bunker, yep. You have 15 BLs and PLC, like total or like each? Because if you have yeah, that's a lot. That's juicy money right there. Okay. Does anyone have any requests for me to make any weapons? I have, what good stuff do I have? I'm not doing the Sith sword. I could do two-handed melee weapons. We just did a carbine and pistol. I have a couple pole arms. I do have a Night Sister energy lance, but that's melee. I just burned up my crit 30, so let's focus on ranged. I could do rifles, but I guess I have some LD1 elites. Could do some heavy weapons. I did a bunch of heavy weapons the other day, but they always sell well, so I'm always kind of down. Because I have 2 more CR1s, but I'm waiting for the ones I have to sell right now. I don't want to flood the market. Flooding the market is really bad. I try to monopolize the market on CR1s. So if I just listed all of them, yeah. All right, let's do heavies. Let's make a couple heavies. I guess we'll do 2. I guess I have 3 crit 27s. Let me grab 3 of these guys. Yeah, I guess you're right. We've done a range cores. We've done melee cores, and we'll hit on heavy weapons. 1, 2, 3. So I need more ranged augs. Let's pull out. Do I have 246s? I have 1, and then we'll pull out the 245. Okay, this looks good. We don't need this pistol damage anymore. Alright, so we need heavy weapon mod bits. I think it uses ID badge and remote transmitter. I think this will give me heavy weapon damage. It does. God, I'm still like still sour about that. That literally doesn't happen. So, all right. Scroll back up. We want to go to our component. We want to craft our weapon power bits. So we'll just hammer these 3 out. Generally craft all of them in a row. So is anybody like playing the game and has me up like in the background? Just curious, like if I was like, do you have like two monitors? How does that work? Or just okay, yeah, that's cool. Hey, I appreciate that. Hopefully, I'm keeping you entertained in the games keeping you entertained. So there you go, double the fun, right? All right, let's check buffs. You know what I did? Thinking now how this happened. I think I manually clicked my armor power up. I'm gonna have to go back and look and I think I may have accidentally clicked this. And because of that, now I'm like scared to death. I'm actually just gonna take these off my toolbar. I used to do that because my second toolbar is my armor assembly toolbar, but that is, I'll have to go back and look, but that's probably what happened. Alright, let's do this. Heavy weapon cores. They're nice because you don't have to pick an element. I wish more weapons were like this, actually. Let's pop Favor of the Elders because it looks so cool. And I say that, and like I can't even friggin' like see myself because I got my opacity on my user interface here like cranked up. Alrighty, so with heavies, again, we're still waiting for that, you know, beast link steel aluminum that's hopefully gonna spawn soon. It's been 3 years that we've had this spawn of auto hide, so we are still waiting for a really nice spawn of link steel aluminum to cap heavy cores. And you notice here, heavy cores just use a generic element chamber, which is nice. So I don't have to decide on the element. Like I said, I wish other weapons were like that for sure. Because again, like, you know, what is the best element? For me, it's just, I think it's situational. I've tried to do a proper t-test on different elements, but all right, let's do this. Rolling. First amazing down. So this core is going to be good. If it's capped, we might consider using it in a CR1, but I still don't know if I want to do that. Okay, this core is not bad. It is next to perfect, but it is not perfect. We want this core min damage to be 76. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. Let me look it up real quick. We want this to be 76.82, so almost 77%, but create the prototype item. Let's roll another one. This is about as exciting as RE, right? Except this is more like gambling. Element chamber gas cartridge. Here we go. I'm gonna pop my shard if it's off cooldown. It is. So let's go. Eight points in the max. Rolling. I noticed my camera shakes too. I gotta mount it better. It's on top of my monitor, so I noticed my desk. See that? It's kind of annoying for you guys. Hey, we got another amazing. So we just need one more on the bottom. Again, you can drop another point on the top here just to finish it off and then do your 4 points on the bottom. It's really doesn't matter. Yes. Alright, so we got a cap core. So this is great. So we'll use this in something nice. Yes. But okay, so like this, I don't know how many, I haven't been keeping track of how many cores we've gone through, right? So we know, we know, and does my, the core that I made, does this count as a capped core? I mean, come on now. Got 2 amazings there. Yeah. But we made like 3 or, I guess we made 4 melee cores. We made the core for a core. The core for a core. Is that a palindrome? Core for a core. Whatever. We did 2? No, we did 1. We did like 2 range cores, right, on the pistol. So, and then we cap one of those. So our percentage-wise, we actually have not been doing that great. So, yet another reason why my prices are a little higher than a lot of weaponsmiths, because they don't see all this, all the failed stuff, or literal failed stuff, as you know, see here. All right, let's roll another one, and then we'll figure out what to put these in. All right. Sweet symbol. Yeah, I kind of want that. I either want like a dark saber for my weaponsmith, or I want a DC 17M carbine for my weaponsmith. Both of those weapons are, I would rock. My survival knife is great, but yeah. All right, let's do this. Oh, I just lost my shard of retaliation buff. All right, here we go. We're running the top. Got to get an amazing. Woo! As good as pulling the slot machine. Another one here. All right. 2 in a row. That's good. Sweet. Actually, you know, I think I have 2 elite heavy weapon schematics we can use these in. I don't have any other heavies to craft. So I'm not going to use the CR1s. I need to sell through the CR1s I got. I'm tempted, but I also want to... Oh, we need to... I'm debating if I should do a 3250 core. I don't know if I want to right now, but I don't know. I don't have the cash at the moment to invest in another Mandalorian sniper rifle or a DC-17. What else have we got here? We got a elite Corellian destroyer. God, I have too many standard Corellian destroyers. I guess that's okay. What else do I got that's already ready to go? You know, I guess I could use both. Yeah, let's do it. Let's use both of the capped cores and the Corellian destroyer elites. I mean, I bought the schematic, may as well use it. And then let's go. I need more Bespin poured out. Generally, I sort these. That way I don't accidentally pop the wrong core in the wrong schematic. But this is fine. I guess we'll just use this one for now. So just make sure, yep, it's the right one. The reason I click through my resources so quickly is just because I kind of know what I have. So if you're like, wow, how do you know exactly what resource you're clicking on? This is actually, I need copper. That should be Possumus, which is here. This is a crazy copper, by the way. I always point it out when I craft, but this copper is insane for a weaponsmith. The shock resist for this copper usually shock resist for a copper is like usually around like high 700s. This is 950. Just absolutely insane. And then, all right, so we got all the resources in. All right, I'm gonna roll this bad boy. Man, now I'm like paranoid. I keep looking over here like scared to see 12. Oof. Rolling. Sad. So something to note too is, damn, another great. You only get one shot on the schematic. You know, like I said, you can make as many cores as you want, but you only get one shot on the schematic. Actually, this is only 1 point off of cap. All right, guess I'll take it. Stamp it. I know some people are against naming weapons with your brand, but I think it's super important. Let's grab this other Corellian Destroyer Elite schematic. Make another one. Is anyone watching right now, or do you stream as well? I feel like there's just not very many Star Wars Galaxies streamers. I kind of started this because I was like, there's like nobody. Oh, that's right. Didn't you say Dallasor? Did I pronounce your name right? Probably didn't. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't necessarily have to do combat. I want to stream heroics someday, or PvP. I usually do weapon crafting. I do the two things I really love. I love hunting, bounty hunting, and then I love crafting. So why not do those things? But also, if you guys, you can always check out my YouTube page. Again, this is all new to me, like streaming YouTube. Like obviously I know what YouTube is, but actually doing it yourself, so it's a little weird. It's good though, right? I think it's just COVID. Our world's just so different now. So maybe part of the motivation is just because of that. All right, here we go. Neat and amazing. Pulling the slot machine. Let's do this. All right. Getting there. So we need another here. We drop another 4. And here we go. Running. Bam. Oh my god. Actually, I think this is still going to be capped. Yeah, I think 1358 is cap, even though I didn't hit an amazing there. I'll have to confirm that with somebody else, but I'm pretty sure 1358 is cap. Well, I enjoy the fact that you enjoy my streams. Sounds weird. Awkward. Talk about something else. Alright, that was 2 heavy weapons. This is a really good core. Let's just use it in a pulse cannon. Actually, maybe I should check my vendor. I try not to oversaturate stuff. Whoa. Lava cannon's a possibility. Let me go check my vendor. It's make informed, data-driven decisions, as opposed to just guessing. Those of you that always told me to, you know, my house is hard to navigate. Vendors now downstairs, you're welcome. I hate it downstairs, but it's better for most people. So let's go weapon, and then we want to go special heavy weapon. Okay, I have maybe way too many pulse cannons for sale. Yeah. What about we were gonna do a lava cannon? Got 4 of those. Jeez. I think I might just hold off on that core actually. So let's let me see if there's anything else. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I need to list these Corellian destroyers. So going back to my philosophy on my pricing. Your time is valuable in the game. I think it's a something, you know, like, you know, people haggle a lot over price. You know, it's just in-game credits. Like at the end of the day, it's like it's not real money. But at the same time, though, this is a reflection of your time. So yeah, you're gonna. It's so when people say, "Oh, I'm not paying that much for that," it's usually just saying they're essentially insert like I'm not giving the time I've spent for that thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does in my mind. So we're gonna go with that. So this one's capped. So man, I should you know, let's check Bazaar, see if there's any others out there, because it's important to know who your competition is. And I try other weaponsmiths. I'm very like, I give them resources. I try to help other weaponsmiths out. So I'm never trying to do this to like undercut people, but at the same time, Star Wars Galaxies is basically pure capitalism. So if somebody has an identical stats on a heavy or elite Corellian destroyer, okay, so there's actually no elite Corellian destroyers for sale. So that's good. This is just a generic Corellian destroyer. So there you go. So now I can exploit that market. You do need credits for the shiny stuff. You know, it's funny too, the acquisition of credits, like credits in itself become, how do I want to say this? You could, seems kind of like no duh, but I would say credits are the most valuable thing in the game. And the clarification on that is they are very easy to get, but they're also not very easy to get. It's like this weird sort of kind of paradox. And I'm sure some multi-billionaires would be like, nah, it's super easy. I just, you know, logged in one day and made a mutant accolade and, you know, I got all the bitches and hoes now. Like, Alright, I'm gonna stop there. What am I looking for here? Oh my god. I'm so used to my vendor being upstairs. It was right here. I actually have a bag here. It says like vendor downstairs now. So let's go downstairs. I just need like an ITV in my own house, you know what I'm saying? Just pull out a fucking X-Wing inside my house and just ITV downstairs. Yeah. Alright. Let's list these. I don't know why I clapped, but I did. So there's none on the market, so we can, this is a new market. none crafted on the market at the moment. We're going to list this at, let's start it at 39 mil. Reason being, it's none on the market. This one's capped. It's got okay Augs. And because I've sold a couple of these for around this price that were around this DPS. So we'll do this one at 39 mil, and then we're going to do this one at 34 mil. The reason for the price differences, they're basically the same. This one's one off. It's just that, you know, people want that perfect. You know, they don't want 1357. They want 1358. Excuse me. All right, so there's that. I'm trying to think what else. You know, I've been going. I enjoy streaming, but I'm trying to like build up to it. I think a couple weeks ago, you know, I was streaming and just talking like my voice the next day. I was like, wow, my voice is like, I didn't want to talk. So my girlfriend's been messaging me. I think we're gonna make some lentil soup tonight. But I think I'm gonna take off for now. I'm sorry to cut it off if anybody jumped in, but thanks everyone for stopping by. I plan to do more of these streams. If you want to follow my Twitch account, that's great too. That helps me, I guess. Let's see if there's anybody else streaming, and then we'll just raid them. How about that? Since there's not too many others. So there's me. There's a dude. There's a dude who's never played before. No clue what I'm doing. Let's raid his channel real quick. Oh yeah, man. I'm trying to do this more. So try not to do. I had a drunk stream, like my first stream, and it was bad. My girlfriend was pissed the next day. She was like, "You do realize you said literally the worst stuff ever?" And I was like, "I don't even remember it." And let's just say I've not drank since then. So, dashboard. Me and alcohol have a long history of. Yeah. All right, we're gonna raid this guy. I don't know why I ended on that note, but what's his name? Is Gotta Blast. That's slightly phallic. All right, guys, we're gonna start this raid, and yeah, go support this guy. That's all I got. Hit me up on Discord if you need anything. So, peace out, everyone. Have a good one.